5, 6, 7, 8.
The most talked about shows on television are about to inspire the most ambitious designer show house in the Big Apple.
Home it is, my good man.
14 design teams from around the world will have just 2 weeks to turn bare walls into a sky-high masterpiece. 5 floors of prime penthouse in Midtown Manhattan are getting the makeover of a lifetime, including the latest in high tech.
It's a little hard to describe. It's very cool.
It's all gorgeous.
Awesome. Wow.
Kind of want it done at my house.
This is an all-new SHOWTIME House.
I'm Hans Galutera.
My name is Francesca Bucci of BGStudio International. Our style can be defined as timeless and sophisticated.
What do you say? Should we do this?
When we got to learn that we were assigned Big C, it was something that really resonated with us.
The subject is so sensitive, so it's important for us actually to make sure that the message is carried across, but in a very positive way, because the show is very positive.
I'm going to be your concierge. Catchy, right?
To bring their vision to reality, Hans and Francesca called on a veritable army of collaborators, from fabric specialists to lighting designers to visual and audio engineers. With a little help from their friends, they'll use leading-edge technology to create not just a space, but an experience.
Welcome to the Big C Lounge. One of our big goals was to create a space where Kathy would actually live in. We are in the cognition hallway.
The whole definition of cognition, it means knowing, and knowing that she has this illness. The way we wanted to convey that was not just with the Big C element, but also portraying the different characters that are in the show and putting them up on the frames and actually giving them a life by having these LED strips lighting and giving it that extra glow.
The room we're sitting in is called the Clarity Room. Hanging in the center of the room is a chandelier by Swarovski called Blossom. We wanted to create a sense of healing, as this chandelier is composed by crystals believed to have healing powers.
I wanted a new couch because you spilled fruit punch while you were bouncing on the cushions.
Not bouncing, river dancing.
What's hanging behind me is actually a swinging couch. It was a development kind of project. The vendor that we worked with came out with this idea of loose-side structural supports.
Isn't it stunning? Like it was designed by nature just to be looked at.
Kathy loves her garden. We thought that the presence of this living wall would really pay homage to that aspect of the show.
It is actually vegetation.
What you see in the middle of the living wall is what we call a $1 million TV. I'm not sure it's really $1 million, but I know it's very expensive. It is a 3D TV that doesn't require glasses.
We're sitting in a room called Contemplation. We wanted to convey Kathy's solitude. We came up with this idea of veiling objects as if you were going away on a long holiday, and that's why you actually see objects behind the drapery as opposed to exposing it. And the furniture that we're sitting in right now is a beautiful piece that I think is very sculptural. We're standing in a room called the Confusion Room. This is a bathroom. We wanted to have this really dark environment, but at the same time, not so negative. So we came up with this transformation that you see right here. It's actually a two-way mirror, and it's backlit. It's applied with a film that has these swirling words that all begin with C. The other concept that we have, the idea of time passing. So what you see is almost like this matrix pattern of numbers scrolling down on the walls that time is running out.
That would be nice, wouldn't it? For time to stand still.
From the original plan that we had for all the 4 spaces, everything actually came to fruition. I am overjoyed.
We would like for people to remember our spaces as this beautiful balance of style and emotion.
I would think that Kathy would absolutely love this space.
Isn't that the most beautiful thing you've ever seen?